Here's what happened round 14 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of Flanders at Lommel in Belgium. MX2 Race 1, Sasha Koenen over the foxhole shot line, ahead of everybody else for the 13th time this season. His brother, Lucas Koenen, there in second, Frucho Zanchi in third, Langenfelder fourth, and then Elzinga fifth, championship leader, De Wolf in sixth position. It was a Belgian 1-2 on the opening lap. Zanchi then got caught as De Wolf moved into third. This is on the opening lap, and then second with an easy move on Lucas Koenen as he swept up the inside of the number 96. And then at the start of lap 2, the 74 was past the race leader as well. De Wolf, your new leader. Sasha Koenen was in second. Zanchi was in third, but Lucas Koenen fell down to ninth place. Liam Everts putting up a fight as well as he moved past the 44 of Rick Elzinga. That was for fourth place. Lucas Koenen on his fight back through, carved his way up the inside of the number 8 of McClellan to move into 6th. That was on lap 6. Then your race leader with about a 6-second lead. De Wolf went surfing over the bank. He picked himself up in second. Everts then got around the outside of Zanchi to move into third. Your race leader once again was Sasha Koenen until this happened. De Wolf all over the back of him. The 19 hit the eject button straight out of the front door. He picked himself up in 7th. Everts then fell from second place, handing the advantage to Zanchi, who was just having a very, very quiet ride in that second place. Lucas Koenen on the charge again, ruffling up the inside of the 44 to move into third. A lap later, this happened. Lucas Koenen down again to 9th. He would eventually come back to 5th. Elzinga then was up into third place. Lotte van Drunen riding as a wild card was just outside of the points in race 1 in 21st. As Liam Everts over the bars again, this time from 4th to 7th. He eventually came home in 6th. Elzinga got the better of Zanchi before he fell from 3rd. But it was Kai De Wolf with his 9th win of the season. Elzinga 2nd, McClellan, Harp and Lucas Koenen. Confirmation of those results then. De Wolf with the 25 points from Elzinga, McClellan, Harp, Lucas Koenen, Everts, Zanchi, Langenfelder, and rounding out the top 10, Carlos Racelis and Sasha Koenen. After what was an eventful race 1, what would we get in race 2? Well, Sasha Koenen, just as he did in race 1, over the foxhole shot line for the 14th time. Zanchi down the inside, even with a damaged shoulder after his crash at the end of race 1. He tipped over from 4th going through the second turn, but it was Zanchi who led the 2 Yamahas of Carlos Racelis and Rick Elzinga. Elzinga diving it across the front of his teammate. De Wolf went from 5th to 4th as he got alongside Langenfelder here. And then up the inside of Racelis as he moved into 3rd place. Lucas Koenen woes on the first lap, down to 21st. He came in for a quick pit stop, goggle change, and he stayed there outside the points for the first 6 laps as the championship leader was starting to pull clear of his rival in the points chase. Got up the inside of Elzinga and then the 19 of Koenen to take over the lead on lap 5. Then he went for a wild ride, picked himself up in 2nd where he stayed for about 3 laps. Got himself back past the Red Bull KTM as he squeezed him to the inside, and then he thought it was all over and it would disappear at the head of the field. Elzinga squeezed the 19 as well as he moved into 3rd. And then De Wolf down again on lap 8. This time he picked himself up in 5th place. Just there, bottom of his screen, as Everts started to make inroads. He moved past Langenfelder. Koenen was there as well, getting caught by the German. And then it was Langenfelder who was on the charge. He moved up into 3rd, then 2nd, then he took over the lead from Rick Elzinga. Kai De Wolf wasn't done yet though. He made his way around the outside of Liam Everts as he moved up into 2nd, and then he tried to challenge Langenfelder on the final lap. He just ran out of real estate. And in the end, the race win belonged to Langenfelder. Kai De Wolf was 2nd, Liam Everts 3rd, Rick Elzinga 4th, and Carlos Racelis came home in 5th place. But 2nd for De Wolf was enough to give him the overall Grand Prix classification here at Flanders. Confirmation of that then, De Wolf with his 6th win of the season, Elzinga second, his 2nd podium of the year, Langenfelder 3rd, taking a race win en route as well. Now De Wolf leads by 65 points over Lucas Koenen, an expensive weekend for the Belgian. Langenfelder just 12 behind, and Mikkel Harup moves up a position as well. He's now 6 at the expense of the absent and injured Andrea Adamo. But your championship leader heading to Sweden is Kai De Wolf.
Yeah, I extended my championship lead once again, so I'm really happy with that. And yeah, I'm not really happy about that second moto, but in general, I won another GP6 now, so I'm really happy with that. And yeah, it's nice to do it for this team.
Just as he did in race 1, Jorge Prado quickest out of the gate and first over the foxhole shot line. Prado picking his 13th foxhole shot. Seawor's there in 2nd. Verlander in 3rd. Hurlings emerged 4th, and just behind him, a couple of places further back, Geiser with Bogus and the 24 of Kevin Horgmo. His first MXGP race was already shaping up to be a cracker. Bogus got the better of Geiser there initially on the opening lap. Seawer ran wide as he went from 2nd to 4th. Verlander and Hurlings both going through. Fevre also found his way past the Slovenian to move into 6th on lap 2, and at the same time at the head of the field, Jeffrey Hurlings was making inroads as well. He found his way past the number 10 of Calvin Verlander and then went after Jorge Prado. Prado, though, was putting in about 2 seconds a lap on the bullet, and it looked like Prado was going to be the runaway winner. Number 3, Roman Fevre, got the better of the 189 of Brian Bogus as he moved into 5th place. The Frenchman then nudged his teammate aside. Geiser also found his way past in that exchange. Fevre was now 4th, Geiser was 5th. Seawer down to 6th. Hurlings, as he was gaining on Prado, though, in the second half of the race, had an altercation with a lap rider, and all of a sudden, he was down, but with about a 16-second deficit to make up. From lap 8, he halved that, and on lap 13, he flew by Prado, took over the lead on lap 13 of 16, and just as you thought he was going to run away with it, he kind of came to a stuttering halt at the turn. That allowed Prado to gain some ground, but it wasn't enough. Hurlings went on to win for the 9th time this year from Prado, Verlander, Fevre and Geiser. And confirmation of those results then, Hurlings winning, taking the 25 points, making a bit of a dent into Prado and Geiser around him. MXGP race 2 once again, Jorge Prado finding his way to the first turn. Hurlings having to muscle his way past Verlander as he held a tight line through the first corner. He emerged eventually in 4th place as he went around the outside of Guadagnini, but it was Prado who led the 2 Kawasaki's of Fevre and Seawer. Hurlings there in 4th. Geiser about 3 or 4 positions further back, but he was quick to start making inroads. So too was Hurlings with this move on Seawer into 3rd on the opening lap. And then Geiser from 7th up to 6th as he eased by Bogus. He then went past Monacorsi as he moved into 5th. Sweet move around the outside, and then finding his way past Jeremy Seawer to move into 4th. All of this, a very productive first lap for Geiser. Verlander fell down to 16th, and as he started to carve his way through the field, Roman Fevre fell from 2nd. That allowed Hurlings to go through. Bonacorsi also found his way past the number 91 of Jeremy Seawer. Stayed there for about 4 laps. That was for 5th place. And then the lap before this, Prado made a mistake that allowed Hurlings to draw close. The second time around, he lost the lead as the bullet went through. This was Verlander crashing out. He overjumped the finish line, landed in a series of ruts. He was over the bars from 9th down to 14th. He eventually came back to 12th. Fevre found his way by Geiser with about 5 laps to go to take over 3rd, and that would get him on the podium. But for the 10th time this year, Jeffrey Hurlings picking up the race win from Jorge Prado. Roman Fevre was 3rd, Geiser 4th, Jeremy Seawer was 5th. in what was an absolutely cracking Grand Prix here in Flanders. The Bullet going 1-1, Prado 2-2, Fevre 4-3, edging out Geiser for 4th overall. Koldenhoff picking up a top 5. Geiser's lead now being cut to 24 points over Prado. Hurling's 14 points further back. It was 30, it's 38 now, it was 55 at the start of the weekend between the top 3. The Mayor of Lommel handing Jeffrey Hurlings his winner's trophy, but Tim Geiser continues to lead, albeit by 24 points as we head to Sweden in 2 weeks' time.
I just need to improve my stars. I think once I can get top 3 stars on average, okay, today I was a bit lucky with inside, but if we improve the stars a bit, we have something coming for this week, an update. Hopefully it's going to be better, you know, pray for that one. And then I think once we can get top 3 stars on average base, we can still fight at least for the first, second or third. So that's my goal. You know, it's still 6 races to go. We came from a long way, and even though I had 1 DNF, I'm only 36 points behind, I believe. So we'll see.